शासनपति श्रवण भगवान महावीर स्वामी ने मेरा भावपूर्वक वंदन. राष्ट्रसंत परम गुरुदेवના ચરણોમાં મારા ભાવપૂર્વક વંદન. સર્વ ઉપકારીઓના ચરણોમાં મારા ભાવપૂર્વક વંદન. Yesterday, on the occasion of the Independence Day of India, Param Gurudev blessed us, enlightened us by saying that if there is no dependence, there is no independence. It's a very small thing, but if we deeply understand it, where there is no feeling of dependence, where there is no feeling of bondage, there is no feeling that we want to get free. There is no urge to get independent. If you notice, when a person starts getting involved in thoughts, starts getting engrossed in thoughts, he comes under a cage of his own thoughts. He comes under a jail of his own thoughts. Similarly, why does a person get stuck in sansar? Why does a person get stuck in the worldly life? Because he doesn't feel that he is bound down by his karmas. He feels that this is very normal. And because he doesn't feel this bondage, he doesn't feel like he wants to come out of the sansar. He doesn't want to come out of the jail. Param Gurudev yesterday explained that when there is this dependency on comforts, when there is this dependency on these simple lifestyle, on the natural lifestyle that we live, we end up getting stuck in sansar. Param Gurudev also explained that like the Britishers ruled on India, we are ruled, our soul is ruled by comforts and karmas. The British applied the tactic of divide and rule. Similarly, our karmas also apply the same tactic. What do? There is punya and there is pap. They divide themselves into good deeds, bad deeds, good fruits, bad fruits. And what do we start thinking? That yes, we obviously feel that bad karma gives us pain. That is why we feel that bad karma is problematic. But we don't understand, we don't realize that even good karma, even punya is a problem. Why? Because punya gives us comfort and we like comfort. Because we like comfort, we get involved in the comfort, we get blinded by the comfort. And this makes us feel that punya is not a problem. But when we truly analyze both punya and pap, both virtues and sins are a form of bondage that tie our atma down, that tie our soul down. That is why, what should we do? Gurudev gave us a very nice secret, a very nice command that we should give ourselves. That whenever we are in punya, whenever we get comforts, if we invite comforts, if we start liking comforts, we will get stuck. But what did Bhagwan like? What did Bhagwan do? Bhagwan welcomed discomforts. Bhagwan liked discomforts. And when a person accepts discomforts, nothing else can trouble him, right? The person who likes comforts, the person who is very attached and very engrossed in comforts will start facing difficulties when he doesn't get those comforts. But the person who has already accepted those discomforts, nothing else can make them feel uncomfortable. Nothing can make them feel weak. Gurudev also explained that when the Britishers came to India, they started giving comforts. They started giving the Indians a dream that if you let us do business in India, we will make India prosper. And because the Indians were blinded, because the Indians got involved in those comforts, they got under the rule of the British, right? Similarly, when we start giving comforts to ourselves, When we start getting involved in comforts, we don't come to know when we are slipping down a slippery slope. And then, even the slightest of discomfort that we get feels like a big pain. But when we start accepting discomforts, remember, discomforts destroy our illusions. When we accept difficulties, we come to know what the truth is. When we know, okay, I am getting this difficulty, but this difficulty is a result of my past actions. And when we start accepting this, the pain doesn't feel so huge. The discomfort doesn't feel like a disaster. Now, like there was a freedom fighter who fought for India. Who was he? Gandhiji, right? So when he fought for India, he gave India freedom. Similarly, a guru who comes in your life gives you a right direction, a right way to fight for your soul's freedom, to get away from those comforts that you have slipped into. And like there was a common slogan, there was a very famous slogan during the freedom fight. What was it? Quit India. The Indians, they came together, Gandhiji, he started this movement and he called it the Quit India movement. Similarly, Gurudev gave us one slogan. What was that slogan? Quit comforts. To free your soul. To free your soul from comforts. To free your soul from bondages. Gurudev gave us a command. Gurudev gave us a slogan, and that was quit comforts. And when you start realizing that you are slipping into comforts, when you start understanding that I want to quit these comforts, that is when you can start freeing your soul. Because only when a person realizes that I am bound, only when a person feels imprisoned, a person feels bound, that is when the journey towards freedom begins, right? Or else what happens? When we start getting comforts, if you notice, the kids of homeless people, they roam on the street in the scorching heat, but yet they do not get any problem. They are okay, they keep on playing. But if a rich kid goes out in the sun even for 5 minutes, what happens? He gets a sunstroke. Gurudev said that when a person is pampered, when a person is really sinking into comforts, the slightest of discomfort creates a lot of problems. And that is why we must easily and slowly start accepting discomforts. Or else what will happen? Gurudev said that even in Paramatma's time, when Bhagwan was there, even in that time there were people who told Bhagwan himself, and Bhagwan, I am sorry, even if I have got the precious knowledge that you are giving me, I won't be able to leave sansar. I won't be able to leave comforts because I am incapable. Just imagine you are in front of Bhagwan. Bhagwan himself is giving you the knowledge and you telling him that I cannot leave my comforts. And that is why in this birth, we have to make it a strong memory. We have to make it a strong command in our mind that I don't want to sink into comforts. I don't want to get bound down by comforts. Or else what will happen when I meet Bhagwan? Will I get stuck in my comforts? I don't want to make that mistake. I don't want to get stuck in sansar even when I get Paramatma. Right? Or do we want to get stuck in comforts? No. We want to make sure that discomforts are our best friends. Because Bhagwan did the same thing. Bhagwan went in search for discomforts. Bhagwan invited discomforts, and that is why he could free himself. He could free his true soul, his true nature from all karmic bondages and achieve liberation, achieve the true freedom, achieve the true independence. And the true Independence Day should be celebrated when our soul is free from all karmas, right? The true independence is when our soul is free from all karmic bondages.